Pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sure, everybody's had a chance to look at the minutes. First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Lombardo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries, thank you. Moving on to resolutions. Start out with PS2. Resolution, amending resolution number 076 from April 9th, 2026, resolution authorizing transfer of administrative and budget of drone coordinated program from emergency management to E911 to correct budget modification error. This is for monies that did not get transferred at the right time, or at that time, into the right lines. First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Connolly. Any discussion?
Seems sloppy, but whatever.
It was my fault. I wrote down the wrong numbers on the original
To err,
original budget.
to err is
Not
human.
like you though.
Thank you.
That error is human. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries, thank you. PS3, resolution authorizing transfer of funds from salaries and wages to overtime payments in the probation department. This is the amount of $8,000. This is within their department to cover overtime payments. First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Connolly. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Carries, thank you. On to HS1, resolution authorizing budget modification and contract amendments for additional Office of Mental Health, state aid funding. This is to accept and appropriate an additional $88,697 to distribute accordingly within. Got a first by legislator Walpole,
Second,
second by legislator,
question,
and your question,
define, distribute accordingly.
Phil. You know how this is, because we have three of these that are all,
The first of the mental health ones, the 88,000.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, part of it goes to, I think you're right there, it's Farnham. The other 7,800 goes into our budget to help cover settings.
For DFS.
for contracts,
Because of the mental health footage.
they're for contracts that we
Right.
have with outside vendors.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No, because we've got three of them. No, we've got three of them, so. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries, thank you. HS2, resolution authorizing 2026 budget modification, transfer of prior year Office of Mental Health, state aid, Oswego Health. Again, this is another, where we're accepting $44,047 to go to a contract for children's care management, adult care management, and transition support services.
At Lobdell, where,
Hold on. We got a- we need-
Oh.
I got a first by legislator Connolly,
I'll second,
second by legislator,
whatever.
whatever, Shot. Your question would be, go ahead.
Will that go to Lobdell for mental health?
I have
Oswego Health.
Oswego Health.
Yeah. It should be.
That is it.
Any discussion? Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Carries. HS3, resolution authorizing 2026 budget modification and contract amendment for Office of Addiction Services and Supports, state aid funding. This is in the amount of $125,927 to support construction costs for Farnham Family, new facility located in George Street and the city of Oswego. First by legislator Bombardo, second by legislator Conley.
This is the one that goes to Farnham. This will be first one, both those multiple agencies. This is what goes.
This goes directly to Farnham,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Carries, thank you. HS4, resolution authorizing budget modification of the 2026 mental hygiene services, a 4310 budget, and amendment of Office of Addiction Services and Supports Oasis provider contracts in the addition, an additional amount of $38,886. First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Bombardo. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Carries, thank you. HS5, resolution authorizing the creation of one mental hygiene LAW MHL program specialist position. First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Conley. This is funded through budget neutral modification, relocating existing state aid and requires no additional county funding. Marie?
So we're hiring someone through the county?
Yeah, this is a result of, it's a grant requirement for money that was accepted earlier this year. Along with that came the requirement to have a position to carry out the function. It is 100% fully funded by the grant. In the budget, you will see it will be delineated as a grant funded position. When the grant goes away, the position goes away.
Thank you, folks.
It's through Canada as well.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Carries, thank you. HS6, resolution authorizing the acceptance of New York State Fiscal 2026-2027 Family Centered Case Management Services allocation. Yeah. Got it first by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Bombardo. This is in the amount of $330,769 and approves the associated budget modification. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Carries, thank you. HS7, resolution authorizing transfer of funds, Youth Bureau, supplies and other expenses into Legends Field temporary and part-time. This is in the amount of $1,600. First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Conley. Any discussion? Marie?
Can you explain it to me?
Okay, so the way staffing works for the summer, to do AmeriCorps, you have to have a specific time period you can work to get the hours in, because most of our staffing are college-age students that, in this case, for our staffing to hire somebody up there to provide services because we have somebody taking on the job, if they were to start the time period when they apply, they would not have had sufficient time before they go to college to complete, so they wouldn't get their educational award. So we're just paying these county employees for more wages, basically, have staff. So move money from what it's gonna pay for AmeriCorps, pay for staff.
So it's a temporary,
This is summer season.
Yeah,
Season running, they have another person out there to help run the camp. They work 4 hours.
he's making a fortune up there on parking. I forced myself to go up and see the crowd.
Hope you didn't faint.
I didn't, but I'm telling you right now, he's making bank.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Carries, thank you. HS8, resolution authorizing transfer of funds from Camp House supplies and other expenses into Camp House temporary and part-time. This is transferring money, $4,000 for to cover the temporary, this is for the remainder, for the characters of fire.
The CITs.
Yeah.
So,
I got a first by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Bombardo.
so when we did our budget last year with the CIPs, they're to be put into being, as an employee line, and they're put into CIPs, so to do a cleanup, we're moving them to where they should be as paid employees, instead of CIPs. Also, so they're be paid employees, and so that, this is moving the line from here to be, which they were being paid in the first place, but unless I'm saying it wrong, Veronica, I think it's the clean cut.
Counselors in training, good?
Very
Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Carries. On to EP. EP1 resolution authorizing budgetary modification, Department of Workforce Development, accepting fund for Oswego bill. This is in the amount of 45,280, as shown on the budget modification. First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Conley. Any discussion? All in favor?
I got a question. You go so fast, Jay, I don't know. I can't say it out loud.
Homework, it's all about homework.
Well, I know you don't like us to ask any questions.
I like homework. I do all my questions before I come to meeting.
Well,
Go ahead.
why don't
What's
we
your
even have the
question?
meeting though? Why don't we just adjourn all the meetings and say, forget it?
Because some people have questions. Go ahead.
Yeah. Miscellaneous revenue. So, local shares impacted 0. What? Filled miscellaneous revenue, so we're just gonna.
That's the line, when we get a donation or something like that, that's a standard line to use to accept that money, and then the budget mod,
Redistribute.
accepts it, it distributes it into where it needs to go, in this case, other fees and services for the Oswego Bill program. And continue their training courses for the
Yeah.
trainers. Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Carries. EP2, resolution adopting County of Oswego Local Law Number 6 of 2026, the local law establishing capital project in the amount of $6 million to be used for the expansion of Oswego County Industrial Park in the town of Schuylkill, and authorizing the general municipal law agreement with the County of Oswego Industrial Development Agency in connection therewith. This is a fund that we are helping the Industrial Development Agency, should they come with a shortfall. Now, their monies, this is all funded. This is monies that are gonna help continue to keep the project move forward. This is a loan, more or less, where they are going to repay us if they should need any of these monies, and we are being paid with interest on our money. This money will not go out to them unless it is needed by them. And we do have a budget modification that does go along with this that was handed out previous Bill has an
It's passed.
updated budget mod to go along with this.
Yeah, it passed with a budget mod, but this is a corrected version. It
Yes,
says the same thing, just with the correct
I would accept the
budget
motion.
trail on it.
First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Lombardo. Discussion.
So, okay, I know I'm not supposed to ask many questions.
No, you're allowed
But,
to ask as many as you'd like.
What, do we have a contract guaranteeing payback?
We do.
Where is it?
This was something, don't know if, do we actually have a contract with them or?
I'm not gonna ask Rich, but this is actually codified in local law, so.
Yeah, we're doing, because we're doing this as a local law, it holds their feet to the fire that they may not need 6 million. I
They
mean,
will, don't worry, they
No,
will,
no, actually they won't,
they will.
because the IDA actually spoke with the state. And the state said that they would expedite monies back. Yeah, they would expedite monies back. Jim, if you wanna jump in.
Well, I just came from the groundbreaking ceremony there along with Senator Schumer's office, representatives from the governor, Senator Ryan, actually, you know, I was thinking about be there, myself for the county. The whole entire project, very well received. Actually, Schumer's office contacted the great Barry Ann and asked if there was any other additional monies needed or anything to let them know. Empire State Development was there, 100% supported of the project. This is kind of just if the cash flow doesn't come fast enough. But it is a binding thing, they're gonna pay us interest, and it's if they need it, I'm not just handing them $6 million.
Right,
This
I
is
just wanna
if-
make sure we get our money back.
Oh, absolutely. And I know that Austin Wheelock did go to the state and say, hey, because they wanted to wait until certain portions were done before reimbursement. And Austin said, look, if we get, can we get a quicker turnover rate with what we get done so we can keep that money flowing to continue the project? They said yes. And originally when this whole local law and capital project had started, we weren't sure if the state was actually going to try to turn it over quicker so they could continue with the project. This is more or less a cushion in case,
A revolving fund.
a revolving fund. Then you're 100% correct. I mean, it's a revolving fund.
If their money doesn't get here.
If their money doesn't get there and they need to dip into
We're
this,
providing a line of credit.
more or less. Like I said, it's a loan with interest if needed.
With Empire State Development today, Dan Kalinsky assured me that they were gonna fast track all the payments as fast
I like that. A line of credit. That's a better way of putting
It
it.
truly is only if needed, it's not a gift. But I'm not the conventional bank, so, well, this is just for a cash flow.
To keep the project open.
Yeah. And they're very, very well received today by Schumer, Governor. Well, Governor.
Any further questions? I'm glad this is one that I'm glad that you ask a whole lot of questions on.
But
This-
mostly you hate it.
No, well, mostly, but not on this. Any further discussion?
You're filling French too.
All in favor? Any opposed? Carries. Thank you very much. On to EP3. Resolution authorizing transfer of New York City, Connect All Office Grant Reimbursement Funds and Broadband, anticipation note, revenues to capital project number 0524. This is, obviously for the broadband project. This is just a transfer of the monies that come in to the treasurer's office to go into the, capital project. Did I explain that right?
Yeah, what it does is, as the monies come in, it allows us to take the reimbursement, move it into the expense line so that we can continue funneling that same money rather than putting $29 million of our own money. We put it, $8, and then that, as it comes back to us, we can continue to use that same $8. Same expenditure.
Is Tim here today? Tim Stahl.
I'll accept the motion.
Second.
First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Conley. Further questions? What? No questions?
No, do you have any?
No, I don't. I was. Well, we won't go there. Um. All in favor? Any opposed? Carries. Golly, well, can't be on this committee.
Quit poking, I'm not pulling her off you.
I love it.
It's like a bulldog and a poodle.
You're the poodle. Okay. You can pick what you want. On to IT. Would you like to move these as a block? IT?
Just on the last committee meeting.
Yeah. We have IT 2, 3,
4, 5.
no, 5, 6. I would entertain a motion to move those as a block.
I'll make that motion. Second.
First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator
Second.
Connor. Any discussion? Any questions? We just did this an hour ago.
I know that, I remember.
I know you remember. All in favor?
I,
Any opposed? Carries. Thank you. On to F&P. FP1, resolution authorizing budget modification, Human Resources Department. This is to cover outside legal fees in the amount of $7,811 through Julie's office. I'll accept the motion. First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Bombara. Any discussion? Any question? Well, it's, there was an, external investigation covers legal fees through Julie's office, so. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries. On to, committee reviews and decision. We have a request to set salary for a grand jury reporter. This is in the amount of, 96,827. As we know, it's one of the necessary evils. We have to have this. It's the first bite we've had. I would, accept. Move for discussion. Very good. I have a first, I have a second. Second?
No,
No. I need a second.
I did.
You seconded it?
I second.
Okay, very good.
She got a motion.
Okay,
is this a
question.
required position?
It is a required position. This is something that we have to do. We can't do any grand jury stuff without this position. This is something that none of us would like to see. Unfortunately, we have to have it. We've had
What did we
somebody,
do in the past?
we've had somebody doing it. We had one and they retired, if I'm not mistaken. And then we couldn't refill the position. So they had somebody from another county coming in, subbing. And we were paying an astronomical amount of money for that. And in the process, we've been looking and we finally found somebody to come in and take this position.
Who actually has a lot of experience
Yeah, who
in
has-
this position.
Our stenographers are very difficult.
But
You gotta be trained,
it's-
certified.
I don't, yeah. This is one of the things that the state kind of says, we absolutely have to have. All in favor? Any opposed? Carries. Request to extend Camp Hollis caretaker agreement. Brian, you wanna elaborate on this a little bit?
Sure, so we had an agreement that was done earlier this year. Must be my oversight not realizing it expired, and so I'm looking to run it through the end of the camp season, which is September 30th. Again, going forth on it, having, I know it's not perfect every year, but this year works with having the site. Last night, for example, I had to have my director go in, basically he's working because there was a gap we had to have it for regulation wise, we had to have it. So either way, it's just looking to extend it. This person has been doing security out there, so that's saving me money on not having to pay security hours. And as I've said before, in my position, it's not perfect every year. Some camps have this, and at least in this summer, it gets me back a little bit of knowing that I have that person close at hand. When I have to interview people for that job, one of the questions always asked is this: 3 o'clock in the morning, you get a phone call, this camper missed it, what do you do? And at least knowing you have that person there this summer has got the extra level of security that I have for that. Then again, it's just taking oversight on security business.
So this is actually just,
This is
extension, it's an extension to, September 30th.
Okay, Brian, there's no question, you do a great job. But this is in the house that we purchased,
No,
where is it?
it's up.
No, it is.
Oh, it is in that house? Yeah. Okay. That was up above.
So, I mean, it was beautiful when we were out there, and there was guys weed eating and mowing that property. That's a good sized house. And I reiterate, you do a great job. It's as close to the city as I am. It's not in a dangerous position. Are we gonna subdivide and sell that house off as we discussed? I know I was told that we maybe wanna do weddings and everything. Why would the county compete with the private sector in any shape, form, or manner? That's who's paying your sales tax, the private sector, okay? So I really don't think the government should be in a lot of business. You get out there, you go in business, you sink or you swim. But this is complicated now. That property could be subdivided. That's a beautiful beach, natural forest that should never be touched adjacent to it. As a matter of fact, I'd probably call the DEC on you myself and started ripping stuff down there. So I just can't wrap my head around keeping that house, the cost, the utilities, to have a guy out there. I just can't.
And I would say
Camp
going
council.
forward, going forward, that is September 30th.
Huh?
This ends September 30th.
Oh, it should, and
But
we
you're
should,
probably not gonna like it because the one plan I do have is even that part.
and take down a beautiful natural beach forest. You got dead ash across the way.
Oh, it's somewhere in the property.
Well, you got a lot of dead ash straight across that are gonna fall anyway. So that area is absolutely breathtaking. You've got old growth forest, 80, 100-year-old beach. Why would you interrupt that? That is an atrocity in itself. But anyway, I can't believe we would compete with the private sector for weddings. I can't believe we would maintain that house and put somebody in it at the cost of the taxpayer. We cannot afford more property. We need, this town of Oswego's desperate for money. You know that, okay? That came off the tax rolls. Because it was mentioned, if we went back in the minutes or the videos, that we could subdivide that piece off and sell it quickly. Quickly sell it. Okay? I mean, you got all kinds of dead stuff down at the other end. You wanna do whatever. But to keep that house is a disservice to the taxpayers of this county. And to maintain it, add that whole number up. Who wouldn't take that job? To live in there, have it maintained, all the utilities, no. It's outrageous. I'm not a letter writer to the paper. That one might motivate me. So, and I'm not
digress.
yelling at you, Brian. You do a great job. We went out there. It was absolutely beautiful. But
This is,
my opinion,
in your opinion, is well valued. This is to just extend to September 30th.
I understand, but I put my 2 cents in
That's
about
wonderful.
why I'm not even for extending it.
Okay, and.
Not
but
for
you-
5 minutes, 5 months.
But the only problem is you brought your well-valued opinion to the wrong committee.
This is just the caretaker agreement with the guy. that-
This is.
I don't want to give a caretaker agreement.
Okay, well, we're,
It's extending the one.
it's extending the one that's already
You
there.
can have one.
Okay, well, again, you gotta take it to the right committee. This is finance and personnel.
Where we fund it, so I can
Exactly,
voice why I don't want to fund it.
wonderful. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Carries. Thank you. Next. Yes. We have a request to amend the workplace violence and prevention and incident reporting policy.
So this is just very small changes, nothing of consequence, stuff that our consultant recommended that we make updates to. Mainly, it is removing and archiving a big chunk of this from the review that was done in 2014. Not really relevant anymore, and then adding in language regarding risk assessment that we're gonna be doing eventually. Other than that, there's like no substantive changes.
You have all the changes highlighted.
Yes, the changes are on the, national news methods. So it's on the third page,
Third page.
it's highlighted under the risk evaluation. And then obviously you can't see what was removed, but it was the evaluation that we did in 2014.
Make a motion to accept, first by legislator Conley. Second by legislator Lombardo. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries, thank you. On to reporting departments. Jessica.
Yes, so I have our total savings to date as of July 21st, 2026 for vacancies. That savings is currently at $3,717,848.16. Our department's been fairly busy across our units with budget work. We do have exams announced for patrol and correction officer for this fall, so please be sure to constituent to work that on our website if you're interested. That's all I have. If you have questions.
Anybody have any questions for Jessica? Before moving on?
Was there, excuse me, was there a handout with that information for doing?
It was part of the packet, so not what I just said about the exams, that's just helping verbalizing it, but our savings are in the packet, and there is a list actually of them now. So
All right, thank you.
Oh. Yeah. See, thought Marie would remind me of this. We're gonna jump back for a minute. We did, have a walk-on and infrastructure of IT-7 resolution authorizing budget modification for buildings and grounds. This was in the amount of $26,954. This is moving salaries from salaries and wages into temporary part-time. It was an oversight in the budget that the part-time people were being paid out of the full-time, so they just didn't switch that over. I'll accept a motion First by legislator Conley, second by legislator Lombardo. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Please remember that. I forgot about it.
You should do your homework.
I know. Well, you know, I got it right before I walked in the door.
Exactly.
Phil,
Good afternoon, everyone. Everyone should have the monthly report, which is lengthy. I'm only going to highlight a couple of things. As always, if you have any questions on any of the other detail, please give me a call. Budget is underway. The instructions have been sent out to the departments. They're working on getting their initial budget requests to me within the next several days. It'll give me the first overall view of what is being requested. Under audit, I do want to report that as we discussed last month, audit, my department and purchasing and treasurers got together, took a look at the procurement and audit workflow, made some recommendations, and a new workflow has been submitted to IT for their review and implementation that might streamline the audit and procurement process. Also, out of that meeting, we identified a need to update the expenditure coding. What that is, the definition of what is paid out of every line. This doesn't need your approval, but I passed it around to everybody so you know. When you get your budgets this year, you're going to see 4 additional lines that weren't there before. What you're already familiar with is in your budgets is you have equipment lines, but we also have automotive equipment lines, you have furniture lines. What has become difficult to track as computers have become more integrated into workplaces is what are our expenses on computers. So we followed the same model and we created computer equipment line, computer supplies, and a separate line for software and maintenance agreements. That will help us track those costs more accurately, because right now they're being paid out of other miscellaneous lines differently by different departments. We did the same thing with training. In the past, training costs have been lumped into other travel line. And to get a better handle on what exactly we are spending on training and professional development for our employees, we're breaking that out of the travel line. Does that mean 4 new lines that more money? No, what the departments are being instructed to do is the total of what they request can't be more than what they would have requested in the old lines. So this is just being able to break this out and be able to track those technology expenses better, budget them better, pay them more consistently, and the same is true for training. All the other updates to the expenditure coding are more clarifications, things that we get questioned on a lot from the departments. We wrote into definitions. And this is something we wanted to get done earlier. It took a little while longer than we wanted. So I'm extending the deadline for departments to get their budgets to me until next week, so that they have time to make those adjustments in those lines. But I think this will be more informative, not only for myself, but the legislature and the public, as to what we're actually spending on computer-related expenses and training of our employees.
thank you. Phil.
Any questions on that?
Thank you, Phil.
Okay. On the nuclear matters, probably the biggest advancement there is that our workforce development department, in conjunction with regional partners, did get the application in for nearly $7 million for workforce training programs related to training nuclear workers. The applicant is CenterState, but Oswego County is the project lead on that, which is important. Also, the only other update I had is on SNAP. As I've reported previously, there is an effort, particularly among 10 states that are like ours, to where it's administered locally by counties rather than by the state, to ask the federal government to delay by a year the cost shift to us and the error rate. Recently, there's been some developments on that. The minority leader of the Senate, Senator Schumer, came out in support of that delay. And just within the last few days, on the Republican side, Senator Boozman, who's the chairman of the Agricultural Committee, actually put language for a delay in the Farm Bill. There's a connection between farmers, obviously, and SNAP. So that was unexpected. It's good news. It might mean that this may actually get some legs and help us in our budget next year and in 28 if such a delay is passed. I'm not holding my breath yet, but there is at least some bipartisan support, so that we're getting an indication that the message is being heard. And I'll keep you up to date. I'm going to be watching that one closely because it could be a big number in our budget. That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Thank you. Should anybody have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Okay, with Phil on this one day. Robin?
Yes, good afternoon. I brought the sales tax report, and between last year at this time and this year, we were up $152,646. And attached also to their report is the capital reserves.
Very good. Anybody have any questions for Robin? On the purchasing?
Okay. I passed out two reports. One is a status report of the RFPs and bids, the ones that are open, under evaluation, under contract, et cetera. And the other report is just purchasing stats that you can compare how far, what we're doing this year compared to last year. The other thing that we're doing right now is the office is looking into procurement software to help increase efficiencies. We visited Ontario County to look at their system. We had 2 virtual meetings with another company, another agency that has a different software. And I'm kind of excited about it. When I have more information, I'll share it. Yes,
What are you using now?
we do it manually. Yeah. So this would, yeah.
Very good. Keep us updated.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions for Holly before? Look for the appropriate motion.
Second.
Got a first by legislator Conley, second by legislator Bombardo. All in favor? Any opposed? Carries. Thank you.